Now, as we were talking about in the beginning, today's topic about unlocking your hidden potential. This topic is something I talk about often, but I feel like we need to remind ourselves, especially for someone new, that inside of us, we can unlock that hidden potential. And that comes from a simple but powerful phrase from the one of the great masters in our practice in meditation, which he mentioned that stop is the key to success. This is from our great master in meditation. He said, Lungpu, his name is Lungpu Sot Jantasaro, and he said that stop is the key to success. And it may seem like a short phrase, but if we really put it into practice, not only in our life, but also in our meditation, we will see that how these 6 words can have such an impact, not only on your life, but also especially in your meditation. And for most people, we don't stop because we're used to going and going, and there is no stop in our life, especially for those of us in New York. You know, they call it the New York minute, right? We're always in a rush. There's always rush hour, and there's always a rush to get to the next goal, to get to the station on time, so and so. And we don't really have that concept in our mind that we need to stop. How is stopping the key to success? And as we practice meditation more and more, we'll realize that when we stop our mind, it means that we calm it, we relax it, and that creates that positive thinking within your mind. Every time you stop your mind and calm it, the positive thinking will come, the positive energy will come. And with all the things that come with a positive mindset will come, whether that's having inspiration, having motivation, having confidence in yourself, and most importantly, happiness. A happiness that is independent, a happiness that you create, that comes from within you and not from someone else or something from outside of us. So how we do this is we really need to practice to declutter our life, and that begins from inside first, as well as outside. That also will help, but a good good point that we can start from is from within ourselves, decluttering our mind by using that phrase, stop is the key to success. Meaning that every time that we sit down to meditate, a lot of times our mind is like this. We close our eyes and it's dark. And that's completely normal. You're not alone. Everyone starts from this, and even from some of us who practice frequently, our mind can come back to this state. It's okay. We can be friends with the dark. We don't have to be scared of it, and we don't have to worry. Your mind can heal itself. Your mind can become bright again. Your mind can become relaxed again as we just take the time to sit down, relax your body, relax your mind. And every time you do that, gradually and naturally, it's going to make space in that darkness. It's going to make room for happiness. It's like anywhere in life, if your room is filled, you can't put anything new in it, right? So the same thing with your mind. If your mind is filled with clutter, your mind is filled with negativity, your mind is filled with so many different thoughts, there's no room for happiness. So when we stay and relax our body and our mind, we create room. Every second that you stay still and you become more calm, it creates more and more room, more and more space. And before you know it, that darkness of your mind or the clutter in your mind is going to get cleared out. And it's going to become brighter and brighter until you feel that what is true happiness. You're going to feel it for yourself. It's going to be a feeling of contentment, and it's going to grow to that feeling of being fulfilled, having a happiness that you create from inside of you by just taking the time to sit down, to relax, to release. And as we do that, the darkness in your mind, the clutter in your mind, it won't stay. It can't stay. It's like oil and water. It will separate automatically as you just stay calm and relaxed. Even though we start from this point, it won't stay this way. It won't stay dark. Just like in nature, right? We sit down at night, the next morning there's the sun, it rises. Your mind is the same way. As you sit down and relax and just allow your mind to heal, allow your mind to calm down, it will get back to this clear and bright state. And your mind will be happy again. And when your mind is happy, that's the most important thing. When your mind is filled with happiness, you'll be able to float above your problems, float above your obstacles, rather than sinking in them, rather than drowning in them, rather than being overwhelmed with our obstacles that we all have to encounter, whether it's from inside of us, from outside of us. But when we take the time to fill our mind with happiness from meditation, you're going to always be able to float above your problems. And your mind will be in a higher state as you keep your mind filled with happiness. That is unlocking that hidden potential within you. And you will float above your problems. You will have the different perspective, different view, clarity of mind to see what you need to do with your life and what to do next. So, other than stop is the key to success, I would also like you to write this recipe down for yourself and keep it as a family recipe and also a personal recipe that you share not only to yourself, but everyone that you know. Please don't keep it a secret, because this will help you so much. And it's something that I use all the time whenever I have difficulty or have problem that I have to overcome. Is with a mind that is clear and at ease, we can achieve anything. If our mind is at the seventh base, the center of the body, anything can be achieved. So it all starts from doing this, keeping your mind clear and at ease, keeping your mind calm and peaceful is how we keep our mind positive, is how we keep ourselves on the right path. Even though we have adversity, even though we have problems, if we sit down instead of blasting forward or like trying to do the normal approach that most people do, is keep fighting, keep going, which isn't bad. But first we need to take the time to sit down and calm our mind first before we go out and fight, before we go out and try to get our goal right away. Take a time to check yourself, observe yourself. How am I feeling? Is my mind peaceful? Is my mind at ease? Or is it filled with stress? Is it filled with anxiety? Is it filled with a negative emotion right now? Sit down first, clear your mind, make it happy first, and then continue whatever our goal is. So we have to still the mind so we can begin the change. And this is why stop is the key to success, because when we still the mind, that creates the positive mind. And that will create the positive speech, that will create the positive habit, and your positive destiny. So that small phrase of 6 simple words can change your destiny. You can every morning, they say every morning you wake up, it's a new opportunity. And it's true. If we take the time to create we are born with a destiny, but we can also make it better. We have the potential to make where we started better. We may not know where we're going right away, but we're not at the finish yet. We're not at the finish line yet. So where we start by taking the time to calm our mind will help you to get that positive destiny. So don't forget that the stillness of the mind becomes the miracle. Look within yourself rather than waiting for the miracle to happen, waiting for someone or something to help you. We can help ourselves and unlock that potential within you from your mind. In that silence, in that stillness, there will be answers. There will be a positivity that you can unlock more and more. But all of this comes from just 2 simple things. This is the foundation that we have to practice and maintain. But a lot of times we make meditation more confusing or more complex than it really is. When you break it down, it's only 2 things. It's comfortable body and comfortable mind. And this is all we need to maintain that meditation keep your body comfortable. Take the time to stretch, take the time to adjust to what helps you to feel comfortable and ready to meditate. And I like to use this example often because it's about people who don't take the time to adjust the body, don't take the time to check, and they're in a rush. They don't realize that they need to adjust themselves to the correct way. So for the crab and the shrimp, they run in the wrong direction, even though they're in a rush. The monk says to start the meditation and we close our eyes and go, but we go in the wrong direction. So we have to take the time to adjust to what works for us. What direction are we going to travel, right? The crab goes side to side, so it just needs to adjust its body to be in the right angle. Same with the shrimp. It just needs to turn around and it'll go in the right direction because it swims backwards. So your body is very similar. You have to see that today I feel comfortable in the chair. Yesterday I felt comfortable on my sofa. It depends. It's no one answer that will always be that way. You have to be able to adjust and do what makes you feel comfortable. So I like to call it, comfortable preparation. The next step is taking the time to adjust yourself, to make sure that you're ready for the meditation. The small things can make the big things happen. Just a small adjustment to make you feel comfortable before you start. Whether that's having a warm hot chocolate or some coffee, some tea, some water, just to freshen you up, make you feel comfortable. To take a shower, especially before, in the morning when you first wake up, to wake you up and make you feel fresh and clean. And just a small stretch. You don't have to have a whole yoga session before you come to meditate. If you have time to, that's wonderful. But most of us, we don't have time all the time to come and stretch for that much. But even though you take like a 2 minute or 1 minute stretch, that will help. It's better than no stretch at all. Don't overlook just a small stretch. As we talk about comfortable mind, this is something that we maybe have to learn about more and ask about more. It's maybe not as easy as we should make it, but comfortable mind is just about learning how to let go of the past and let go of the future. And this is a skill we'll learn over time as we practice more meditation. It will help you to let go. But it's about learning when to hold on to something and when to let go of something, right? So in meditation, we need to learn to let go. And how we do that is by changing your focus from the past, from the future, and bringing it to the present. If you hold on too much to something, it can burn you or hurt you. So you need to let go, like in this picture, the lantern, right? If you hold on to it too long, it's going to burn. So if you let go of it, yes, you lose the lantern, but you gain the happiness of seeing it float away, seeing it light up the sky at night and see everyone in the picture, they're happy, right? Even though they're letting go of something. So a lot of times when we let go of something, we're scared that we're losing something. But we may think of it in a different way, that when you let go, you actually gain something else. You have the opportunity to gain something else, maybe something even better. And especially in meditation, if you let go, you will gain something so much better than you will expect. Is that happiness that's waiting for you inside. And again, the way to let go is to keep your mind in the present. And as we end the session, also just to learn that, use the tree as an example. The tree doesn't hold on to the leaves forever, right? It has the time for it to let go. And when you let go, it helps that tree to grow. It lets go of its leaves, and that helps it to be ready for the new season, the new year, and it'll continue to grow even though it's letting go of something. So please continue to practice your meditation and remind yourself that comfortable body and comfortable mind is the heart of meditation. That's all we need to do. And that will unlock that hidden potential within you. Stop is the key to success. And the success recipe is keeping your body or your mind comfortable and at ease, and you will achieve anything with that mindset. So I hope everyone got a clearer picture of meditation, or just reminded yourself, and it will keep you on the right path in your practice. And now I'd like to pass the